Real quick, I'll touch on my thoughts of the Wendy Williams
here we go.
two-part doc. I've seen it 45 times. Again, I'm praying for Wendy. I don't think anybody deserves to go through some of that she's going through. And my take is not that long and drawn out. I think that publicist and the manager need to be arrested immediately. I think there needs to be a citizen's arrest made for what is going on with them two.
Well, the most recent update is that they are no longer in her employ, like both gone.
I'm sure. Good. Yeah. Oh, shit. Clap it up. Yeah. Clap it up for that. Them niggas won't clap. They will not clap. Why? Y'all won't even clap it up.
He can't clap.
I don't necessarily know if I agree with that.
No, but he
I don't really know if I agree with that.
He rubbed me the wrong way when I watched it too.
He did. I said that.
Yeah, you did.
But
he need to get arrested. Both of them.
But now when you have a job and you doing a job and we don't necessarily know, and I'm not caping, we don't necessarily know under what conditions they were working with somebody that may be...
I do. They showed him reporting to the guardianship.
I didn't finish.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, you want to watch it?
Like, no, I said I didn't finish.
I'm
talking about, when you working with somebody that maybe not in the best mental state, like one day they saying one thing, one day they saying another thing, one day they firing you, the next day they calling you to come back. Like it's a tricky situation, and we saw that with some of the stuff. She was cursing the nail lady out. You get what I'm saying? And then, hold up, let me finish. You cursed the nail lady out on Monday, then you call in the next week like, yo, you late for your appointment. No, I quit. You get what I'm saying? So it's a touchy situation when you're dealing with stuff like that. So we don't know if they were trying to appease her for a check.
Ish, you speaking for you. I am speaking for what I saw, and they are trying to appease her for a check, which is why they need to be arrested. It didn't take more than 5 minutes for anybody to look at Wendy Williams and say, oh, she shouldn't be broadcast nowhere.
I agree with that.
You don't need to have a podcast, a nodcast.
I said that. No. I said that too.
You don't need to have a television show. Yeah, but Wendy, who I saw your take about her being addicted to fame, and I agree with that. So if you have somebody that you see is addicted to fame, she's saying, I got all the money in the world. And I believe her if she get to her money, but you don't. But she ain't doing it for the money. She's doing it for the fame. Cool. If your handlers now are looking at you in that condition and still trying to get you in front of public eyes, they are not in your best interest.
I'm agreeing with you.
If your handlers are doing all that and keeping you from your family or all the people that are not being paid or all the people that just have a different plan to get her health back in order, then they should not be in the picture. I don't care that homeboy was running around hiding some liquor bottles. You trying to get her seen.
I agree with that.
Look at her. Look at how she spoke to the nail lady. Look at how she spoke to this person. She could barely walk up the fucking street. Anybody that's trying to get Wendy Williams a look after what we saw, you need to go to jail. Or you just have a different agenda at play.
There it is.
Yeah, but that's the fucking problem I'm highlighting.
Look, I'm not disagreeing with that.
Wendy is big coin, big ticket. The guardianship is appointed from the bank. The guardianship is now picking a team to surround Wendy, and they are in direct odds with the family or the people that love her. The son couldn't even talk to that nigga when he came to the restaurant table when they was 45 minutes late. Trying to dap him up. Nigga, move. The fucking the aunt, or was that not the aunt, the young girl.
The niece.
The niece. The niece, when she was over there, and I'm glad she did it. Because when the other girl came in there and tried to sit in there, bitch, why are you sitting here? I'm with my family. They already taping the show. Can I get an hour or 2 hours with my fucking family member without y'all pariahs roaming around? Move the fuck out of the way. I don't see how anybody that saw that couldn't have walked away with that. Just that part,
I agree
at
with
least.
That. I agree with everything you're saying. But your agenda point has validity and merit. I got a job to do. She telling me what to do. I'm doing what she telling me to do.
Who's she?
Wendy.
But bro, no, you're not doing what Wendy's telling you to do. You're doing what the guardianship is telling you to do.
And Wendy's not in her right mind.
Them people was working for the guardianship, reporting to the guardianship, telling them what's going on. Oh shit, she's in LA. I'm scared. I'm so scared. I got to report this to the Guardian now because they're gonna react the same way I'm gonna react. She's not supposed to be out there, nigga. No, all of that shit is fact.
Guess why?
Guess why? What?
Guess why they doing it?
Tell us.
Because the guardianship cuts the checks.
Is you confused? We're saying the same thing.
I'm saying that everybody's agenda. I'm agreeing with you, But everybody's agenda ain't the same. If somebody's giving me a job to do, and I might feel differently, if I came in here and said, Joe, I don't think you should do that, and you say, no, fuck that, I want to do that. What I'm gonna say?
It seemed really. It also seemed like really fragmented.
Can I ask you a question?
Ish? That's very different. If I can't walk up the street,
I'm just giving you.
Ish, let me ask you a question, bro. You a nigga that stand for something. You're not co-signing, but you giving this man runway. A nigga that's pushing him.
I'm saying I understand.
It seemed like a nigga that's pushing a woman that's not mentally there. If you care about her, you would want to worry about her health first. You're pushing her in front of the camera, and she's not all there in order to collect a check, nigga. That's nasty.
Agree.
That's nasty. He deserves to be fired, and that's it.
I'm saying agreed.
Yeah, but you saying that he had to do a job, and he had to.
Yo, we up here giving a podcast, and I'm showing you the objective side of that. Whereas this man may not necessarily have her best interest at heart, but he has a job to do. And again, I gave you an example. When she sat on the steps with him and said, "Yo, I want to get back on TV." She said that.
I saw
and
that.
He said, "All right, we could do that."
Yeah, but he only doing it for a check.
Wrong.
Though. He don't do it because he care for her.
Foul.
I agree.
Flagrant. All of that
I'm not saying what he was doing was correct.
Are you trying to say that in that moment was the appeasement?
Yes.
Okay.
1,000%.
So he's basically lying.
Yo, fam, what I'm saying is this: under her behavioral outbursts, under her her highs and lows, right? She wouldn't have no employees.
Ish. Wendy Williams don't need employees.
That's
right
not
now.
true. When you are physically incapable of doing anything.
Wendy Williams does not need employees right now, especially ones that she cannot hire and vet herself. She don't need people. She don't need all of that glitz and glam, all that Mariah Diva camp shit. She need to go be in a facility somewhere. Or with her family somewhere. It's time for the people that love you and are not paid by you to try to nurse you back to health.
It seems like that's where she is now.
1,000,000% agreed with you. She don't want that. You didn't get that from the movie.
Because the niggas is encouraging her not to go that direction.
That's not true.
No, because even in the beginning,
she did
when she
not
was down
want
there,
that. She went to Florida with her family. She wanted to leave.
Because they wouldn't allow her to.
They wouldn't allow her to do the fuckery, so she wanted to leave.
I'm not trying to have a debate with y'all.
No, I'm saying
whatever Wendy Williams want don't matter in my story.
Because she's not in the right mind.
What she want has no bearing on what I'm saying. Her days are over for that now. It's time for someone else to make the decisions, and that's what they're having to fight about.
Yeah.
The family wants to do it.
I'm agreeing.
Versus the guardianship, and there's a power struggle here that Wendy is in the middle of, unfortunately, and she shouldn't be because she's the only one suffering. And that suffering, if you're looking at it, that was tough to watch, even though I watched it 45 times.
I couldn't watch it. It was
rough.
I could only watch the first night. I could not do it.
It was rough.
She went back to her hometown, her block. I heard y'all talk about it. She went back to the block trying to receive the love. She trying to tell somebody that grew up in the neighborhood where she lived, and she wrong. She don't remember where she lived.
She didn't even know.
She didn't know. She's like, no, I live there. And then she
The
asked
lady is telling her,
No, sweetie, you live down there.
That's why this block,
It's named after you.
You live
up there.
I saw you. I was there. You can't. Like, dog, she don't need to talk to nobody. Even when she went to LA and the fans was like, how you doing?
That LA trip should never have happened. She was practically, I mean, I'm not going to use the word kidnapped, but she wasn't supposed to go. She went with that publicist chick, Sean, and nobody knew.
But wait,
that was the the biggest disaster because she ended up in front of the bigwigs at NBC.
Mistake.
That was a massive mistake.
Now, I'm not going to say that she shouldn't have went to LA because
that was the only reason why she was going to LA was to present herself with the concept for, her comeback.
Listen to me, y'all. I don't care about what Wendy Williams says her agenda is. So I know what she thought she was going to LA for.
But Sean fulfilling that agenda was what was wrong.
Can I talk?
Sorry, go ahead.
Y'all covered this without me, right?
Sorry, go ahead.
Can y'all shut the fuck up for a minute and just let me talk? She called the girl and said, I'm starving and there's no food in the fridge. I've been trapped in this house, hungry. Nobody has grocery shopped. I'm losing my mind. Take me. That's what she said. That show shit was, she want to go do the show. Cool. But she trapped in a house and none of the handlers that's being paid even put a honey bun in the fridge. Yes, you're going to call somebody. I thought in that moment, the girl should have came over there and did something with Wendy. And now that's where her and dude's beef is. But I don't think dude had a leg to stand on. Because if you want her to stay in this house and go by your orders, then nigga, the least you could do is put some fucking food in the fridge so she could eat something.
No Joe Budden.